my next video. Well, actually the first video of this car. This is a 1975 Ford Maverick Grabber. Factory 302 car. Here in Utah its whole life. For the most part, I think it spent a little bit of time in Colorado. 85,000 original miles on the odometer. She is a pretty unmolested automobile. My brother just picked her up last night, and it didn't snow last night. There was no snow on the ground. We got up this morning, storm rolled in and snowed a little bit, but she'd been sitting underneath a carport for 12 years. We went over, it had a gas tank leak. I happen to have a gas tank for these later big bumper Mavericks, and so threw a gas tank in it. We put a master cylinder on it and drove it home. Didn't even need a fuel pump, so runs a little rough, but pretty smooth for a car that's been sitting for 12 years. Transmission actually slips a little, so I am going to pull the transmission out of my Falcon, and we're going to put it in this car, since I'm going with a stick shift in the Falcon. It's pretty cool. These are pretty low production cars for the year. I think they only made about 8,200 or so of them. Yeah, so I like it. I wish I had the money to buy it. I would have bought it myself. But yeah, alright, so let's take a look at what the interior looks on this car. Okay, so you can see, door panels are in real nice shape. There's one tear in the front seat. It actually had a seat cover on it, and they pulled it off. That's why it's so filthy, but that's pretty cool. One tear. Back seat, super clean. Just don't see anything wrong with it. Not even any wear up along the top that you normally get from sun rot. Down in here, if you can see that, those are original miles on this car. Yeah, the one crack in the dash. The plates that were put on it back in '74 when the lady bought it. It's got, a little wood trim on the steering wheel, and a little treat leather wrapped wheel was an option on these cars. Of course, sport mirrors on both sides, and that's a disc brake down on the pedal. And you can see that pedal has no wear on the right side, where if she had over 100,000 miles, you should see wear on that. It's got some real nice floor mats. I'm pretty sure they are factory. Doesn't have the factory radio in it, but that's okay. Headliner, super clean headliner. Very, very, very clean car. I wish my Comet was this clean. Cool. Well, I'm gonna go pop the hood and show you. There it is. Factory 302, 2-barrel. Got the power brakes, power steering. Really rust-free under here. A lot of these Mavericks, and you can see a little bit of rust right here, but they rust out along this edge, and very little to no rust at all along the edge. It's got a funky rust spot right here. I've never seen one rust out in this spot before, so we'll either have to track down a hood. My brother kind of wants one of the earlier Grabber hoods. There's one chunk taken out of the grill, which is kind of sad, but you really don't see it with the hood closed. It's got the clear lenses for the Grabber, with the cross on them, which is pretty cool. The black, of course, the black around the trim bezels. And yeah, I'll start it up and show you how well it runs. So here we go. See if she'll kick over first time. Look at that. Sitting for 12 years and starts right up. Running a little rough, like I said, but it's okay. Power steering works. You feel the power brakes. Oh, let's get out. got a little bit of a shade. Kind of a neat dual exhaust system. Dual tips. These Mavericks have that problem where the gas tank's off center, and so they ran it across underneath the car so you could get a dual exhaust on it. This is cool right here. That's the dealership that sold the car here in Murray, Utah back in 1974. Just a real neat survivor car. I'm going to definitely post up a few videos of us fixing a few things on it. And yeah, interesting story. You'd think this might be the factory spare, but I ended up talking to the original owner, and she said that in '75 Ford actually recalled all the tires on this car. Firestone had a recall on them. So this was put on in 1975. So the car was built in 74. September 74, and it is a 75. You know, the lady who owned it, her boyfriend, did the funky work on their quarter pans, trying to patch them. I don't like it. We're gonna clean it out, you know, fix all that, because it's not right. We're gonna fix it right, just because the car is so clean. There's no reason to have it that way. No reason to not do the job correctly. So I don't even know what that is. But you can see he did some real shoddy work on those quarter pans. A little rust in the quarters. It's a Utah car. What do you expect? But you know, it's got the original floor mat in it. You know, the factory jack and the hook and everything to hold it in place. The factory, open the door. It's got the factory owner's manual in it, even oh, come on, key. Oh, that's right, square key. Oh, it's a little stiff, but she opens. I'll show you that if you want to see. Yeah, look at that. Owner's manual. How often are these cars missing the owner's manuals? So, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm jealous of my brother. I definitely am. You know, it's a neat car.